is set. It comes down to this. 35 laps, $7,000. This is for you, Stephen Allard. We're green. Look at Mitri to the inside. Maybe if Forsberg can't get there. Andy leads him through turns 1 and 2. The 92 up front. Jet Barnes trying to get to the inside of Andy. Can't get there. That opens up for Mitri. Max Mitri into the second spot. Mitri wants the lead desperately. He can't get there that time. 3 cars battling for the lead. Andy committed to the top. Mitri on the bottom. Max Mitri races side by side with Forsberg. Forsberg now to the middle of the track. Reclaims the lead by himself. Fast, ferocious, fierce opening couple laps here tonight at the Dollar. 3 laps in. Now Shane Golovic starting to get up near the top. Golovic into third. Golovic started the year winning. How about that if he capped off the season by winning the final show of the year? Tanner Carrick trying to race around Jet Barnes. That's a battle for the 4th spot. Coming around this time, we get to lap 5 down. We're about a lap, maybe a lap and a half away from Forsberg catching up to the rear of the field. At the rear of the field right now, the 00 of Steel Pal. Once Forsberg gets there, the entirety of this speedway will be littered, cluttered with beautiful winged sprint cars. There is not a gap anywhere all over this fine facility as we get to lap number 8 this time by. 8 down, Forsberg's there. 00 right ahead of him. Also Luke Hayes up ahead of the 00. Red flag needed for a medical emergency. I believe that's what the red flag is for. So thank you for the patience. The red flag comes out. Colby Copeland, the DOC, also from the infield, saw we needed some sort of medical emergency in turn number 4. I don't know any detail other than that, but nothing on the racetrack had happened. There was something in the turn 4 area.
He's fine. Good try.
More than one show.
To the show, it's Forsberg. Here we go. Andy Forsberg up front. Look at Tanner Carrick trying to make it 3 wide. Golovic, Mitri, battle for second. Goodness gracious, what a restart. Golovic up trying to get in front of Carrick. Carrick stays to the outside, to his right side. Carrick will continue on. That was a close call. Caleb Montgomery right in front of Jet Barnes. They battle for a top 5. Up front, Forsberg has a big lead right now. Big lead and a clear track. He's got to hit his marks and continue on. Lap 10. That was a long delay for all of these drivers. Great way to keep their composure, keep their rhythm as we continue on. Dominic Dominic Gordon going at it with Seth Stanley. That's for 7th and 8th on the speedway currently. This time by, it'll quickly be lap 12, and your leader closes in on Luke Hayes. Luke Hayes directly ahead of Andy Forsberg. Once Andy gets there, he's going to have to make some moves. He'll dive to the bottom. He gives up the top and goes to the bottom. It's awfully slick down there for the 92. Oh, he's got to go up on the infield berm to avoid Jennifer Osborne, and that's going to allow the rest of the field to close in, led by Max Mitry, Shane Golovic, Tanner Carrick. 14 laps down that time by. Andy to the bottom of the 57B. He'll move Bobby Butler behind him. Mitry, Golovic, and Tanner Carrick nose to tail the bottom of 3 and 4. Here comes Caleb Montgomery. Montgomery now making moves as he tries to close in on Shane Golovic. They're 3 wide for 3rd off of turn 2. Golovic gets around both of them, dives to the inside. He'll have to trip up the speedway. Great racing, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th here tonight. Forsberg bottled up behind Luke Hayes once again in the 0-0 of Steel Pal. He'll get around Hayes. Golovic sliding to the outside of Mitry. Can't get there. 3 cars battling Montgomery, Tanner Carrick, and Gordon. Slower traffic an issue. Now battle for 2nd. Here comes Shane Golovic. Golovic on the top. Mitry trapped on the bottom. Give it to Mitry at the line on lap number 18. Mitry, Golovic, Dominic Gordon out of nowhere. Here comes Gordon. Your 2nd place finisher last night, Dominic Gordon, inside the top 4. Well, these 2nd, 3rd, 4th place guys mix it up. Forsberg is out, and he's sailing. He's got a straightaway advantage over Max Mitry. Gordon now to the inside of Shane Golovic. Slides up in front. Can he hold it? He can. Dominic Gordon on an absolute bender right now. This kid has started deep in the field, and he continues to work his way up. Andy Forsberg now diving below Brad Bumgardner on lap 22. 22 laps officially complete. Car off the edge of the racetrack, spinning around. That's Bubba DeCaras, and we go yellow. We'll finally be able to catch our breath. To go to finalize the tribute to Stephen Allard. We're green. Oh, Mitry and Gordon made some contact. That opened the bottom for Shane Golovic. That worked out great for him. Carrick almost upside down. He goes on 2 wheels, but continues on. Also benefiting was Caleb Montgomery. Car spun off turn number 4, and it'll be the 12J of John Clark. We'll go yellow again. Yellow, yellow, yellow on that race. We're green. Andy to the top, Mitry poking to the bottom. Single file groove. We've got trouble in turn 2. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Chain reaction situation. Gage Garcia had slowed a bit. John Michael Bunch. Forsberg, Mitry, Gordon. We're back. Mitry to the bottom, had a little bit of run, but clipped the infield area. Slides up. Now he's going to have to hold off Gordon. Can he? Gordon's going to slide up in front of Mitry, and Mitry's got to avoid him. Dominic Gordon, 13th to 2nd. Now Golovic's going to try to take advantage of Mitry, and unable to do so, and we are yellow again. Bummer. Can't get this race going again off after lap 22, I believe. That is Austin Wood backwards in turn 4. At the moment of his yellow, he was running in the 7th off of turn 4. Green, green, green. get one spot better tonight? We're about to find out. Green. Gordon, not a great restart though. Golovic's going to gobble him up. He'll hit the cushion, try to stay on the racetrack, and he'll do so. Now Gordon will slide him back. Can't clear him. Gordon falls from second to third. Here comes Caleb Montgomery trying to get around Gordon. He won't get there. Now Jet Barnes becomes a factor. Barnes, Montgomery, and Gordon going at it. Back and forth. Shane Golovic's closing in on Forsberg. Golovic's right there in his shadow. He'll get tight just a little bit. Gordon off the edge, contact with Barnes. Barnes drops off the edge of the track. He'll lose 5 spots. 28 down, and Golovic's right there. Oh, Andy bobbled. Oh, somehow they didn't make contact. That's going to shrew up Golovic. Golovic will continue, though. 29 laps down. Andy is struggling in 1 and 2. That car has developed a serious push. Bobby Butler off the edge of the racetrack. We stay green, though. 5 to go. Now Golovic with a serious push. He'll lose 2 car lengths. This race far from over. 4 laps remain, and there's slower traffic in Andy Forsberg's future. He's going to maybe have to decide, does he try the bottom to get around the 9L? Golovic is definitely faster. Here comes Golovic. One of these guys could be a 4-time champion at the Fall Nationals. Either Forsberg or Golovic. 3 to go. Golovic with a big run. Was that his chance? He can't get there. Oh, it's getting tight. 2 to go. Andy's got to get to the bottom. He'll do so. Can he clear the 9 car? He'll make contact. Here comes Golovic, though. Golovic's going to take advantage. Forsberg, Golovic going for the win. They almost make contact. Andy comes out on top. White flag, 1 to go. The final epic lap in honor of Steven Allard. Forsberg, a 3-time winner. So is Golovic. $7,000 on the line off of turn 4. Give it to Forsberg. Followed by Golovic, Montgomery, Gordon. What a race. And if you weren't here in person, shame on you. That was amazing. Silver Dollar Speedway, simply the best. Always has, always will be, #1. What a finish. You can hear the oohs and the ahs from the crowd. Everybody up on their feet that final lap. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. For the 60th time, Andy Forsberg will go to victory lane at Silver Dollar Speedway and collect $7,000 here tonight. Andy now all by himself in 5th all-time wins at this speedway. What a run by Shane Golovic. What a run by Caleb Montgomery. Make sure you head to the pit area and say hi to these drivers. What gladiators, what champions, and they do rise to the occasion here at the Silver Dollar Speedway. We see him almost getting out. There he is! That's my guy, Andy Forsberg. The champion for the 4th time of the Fall Nationals.